Hello, everybody, and welcome to my live stream in a long time. Okay, I'll just wait for anybody to join. Okay, first we're gonna check my first poem that I made on this app called Miraki, I think. It's a pretty cool app. You get to post and do all sorts of things with your poems. Download it. It's pretty cool if you guys like to write. Okay, this one's called Gorgeous Blue Eyes. The way she looked at me with those gorgeous blue eyes, I couldn't help but see straight through her lies. I can see the ocean's depths through her gorgeous blue eyes. To finally look away took 100 tries. Her grace and beauty led me straight down to hell, a fiery pit in which I fell. But no matter what, as she flies, I couldn't stop staring in her gorgeous blue eyes. In the dark, she seemed to hold a book of passion of what I've told. She read aloud, word by word, but I seemed to have misheard a word, 'cause the way she said, with crazy lies, he controlled me, hypnotizing me with those gorgeous blue eyes. Finally, she cast me with a spell, using her eyes she now knows well, that beauty deceives and all can lie, but I still could not stop staring in her gorgeous blue eyes. Okay, that's the first poem. Second poem is called Love is the Gate. He and I are nothing but friends, but we fought and thought, this is the end. For what we came, this was our fate. To die to each other wasn't the gate. We cried as we hugged, goodbye, my friend. We both tugged. We didn't want to die, we wanted to live, but the love was so big that all we could do is give. So for people to remember, the seed of love is not in the mind of the soul, but in the soul of the mind. We plant a seed that will grow into a graceful tree, not by water or sunlight, but by the water and the sun of love. Okay? I know that one didn't rhyme, but oh well. Deal with it. Third poem is called Only by Night. Again, all of these poems are originally made by me. Only by night. The sky in tears, the sky cries, but only at night the sky does cry. Every star shines bright, the stars as bright as the sun, and the sky doesn't cry, only at night. The night as black as a crow, beautiful and graceful, but deviant and treacherous. As you may know, it flies at night and flies with its foe. So as the sun arises and the moon sets, or as the moon arises and the sun sets, they learn to depend on each other, discarding their different sets. The sky in tears, the sky cries, but only at night does the sky cry. Every star shines bright, the stars as bright as the sun, and the sky doesn't cry, only by night. Okay, the fourth one is called The Toll of a Life. The one of the two and the two of the three took beauty and grace into dark power of thee, and thou shalt be blessed with power and control if thou shalt put to rest the one very toll. The toll of one's life shall not be made, even if thy sacrificed, even thou shalt fade into darkness and consumed by power. The control of thy peacefulness shall be gone this very hour. The hour of life, the soul is corrupted, stabbed with a knife, the toll of the soul is funded. It struggles for air, the soul of the mind, the water's quite fair, very few will find the way up to eternity, forever with whom will slay the beauty of one's entirety. So beware this message, for whom you will send, not everything has a presage, our life commends. This next one is called, What is one's love if it means nothing? What is love? What does it mean? Is it worthy to have if you're not a team? Can it be saved by one very soul? But who can save it? Who pays the toll? What will it show if your heart is breaking? Who might it be whose heart is aching? The stabbing pain, the ones of love. Why does it rain if you are above? It all comes down in one whole sheet. Why must we drown? Why do we keep the beat? What is one's love if love means nothing? If love means nothing, who's to share the all-beloving, but still is dark, cries the hearts and all of the parts in every heart. The sixth one is called The Emotion of Words. It expresses feelings, the steady rhythms of what's congealing in all the criticisms, the emotions The emotion of words is what would tell the story of a girl whose heart knew well. She ran off into a world she made her own, expressed everything in a word. She was all alone. No one to criticize, no one to laugh, no one to fantasize, no one to pass. She liked what she did. She laid in her bed, but the only thing stopping her was the voice in her head. "You'll never make it," the voice cried out. She cried alone. She couldn't shout. She woke up. It was all a dream, but she still could hear her silent scream. She screamed and screamed, but no one could hear the very pain of the voice in her ear. To this day she stands alone, the voice still there, the world her own. She now sits down on the carpet. She is called the walking target. You guys will have to look on the deeper message in these poems, because I like to make kind of poems that have a hidden meaning or a deeper meaning that you have to look really beyond the words that appear in the poem. Okay, this 7th one is called Who Am I? Who am I? What am I? Someone who has surrounded a lie? No, it cannot be, but with the blink of an eye, the lie shall die. Who am I? Where am I? Somewhere I cannot think of in a blink. I cannot believe the place of the drink. Who am I? Who am I? Someone please tell me. I don't think I'm alive, 'cause the way that I sound is very concerning, and I don't know how to control it. It's very controlling. Who am I matters so. What am I? I'm pleased to know that I am me. That's all I will be. I bent on one knee, and now I know thee. Okay. 8th one is called The Queen. In the name of the Queen that shall be seen, by the light of her eye you shall tell no lies. She catches and locks away anyone who calls her real name. A peasant down in town gets food and brings it round and round. The peasant is not who it seems. She has came to see the Queen. Yes, a she. Don't be surprised, for no one can help her gorgeous blue eyes. Yes, the very same that came and came, the one that has an untold name. Her name, it is Irene. Let her come in, said the Queen. She came as softly, sound and subtle. My dear, what has got you so worried and troubled? Irene had said with a soft plea, I want you to be my queen. The Queen arose as red as fire, ready to bring her cold desire. She invited the peasant to her room and said, Darling, will you be my groom? Irene replied with a small smile, Yes, my queen, but it will take a while. The Queen had whispered in her ear, Darling, please call me Anakir. Anakir, an ancient name, the goddess of animals, the very same. I like to make kind of fantasy poems sometimes. These just come out of nowhere. So don't think I'm depressed. I'm just things. Also, I just like the name Irene. The 9th one and the last one, last but not least, the Queen and the Groom. Finally, the day has come for the Queen to get married. She banged the drum. The drum echoed through the halls. The horns roared, and Irene called. Irene waited by the altar while her beautiful bride came through to meet her. They gazed into each other's eyes, making a promise to tell no lies. They said their I do's and ran to their honeymoon. Anakir was giving some clues. Anakir wanted to reach the moon, so Irene and Anakir got busy as the sun rose soon. Irene, after working, finally got an answer. She got a man to be a transfer. After months and months of waiting, they finally had their own little baby. They named their baby Athena, a goddess of spring, because such a beautiful baby, much like spring, they could bring. Okay, that's the last poem, so I'll see you guys next time. Bye.